brothers and sisters, my generals, family, brothers and sisters, man, wherever part of the world you in, may you please find, or you keep or cultivate, or may you have that ultimate peace wherever part of the world that we are in. And sometimes we gotta take a little break from no deep world. Now, we still observe and pay attention, of course, to things we have to pay attention to, a person, place, or thing, but especially our personal lives, ourselves, health, all those wonderful things that help us to create a strong immune system and to keep anticipating the future, because we got to do that righteous in the present and get away from being deep sometimes. Of course, we got a lot of truth sayers out here, and salute to the family, brothers and sisters, reachers and teachers that's going deep on things. But it's a lot of things that can soothe the soul. Love of one's family, loving oneself, being a righteous impact to it, whether it's in our personal lives or the world. It's wonderful. But it's one thing that I think is very, very important that not all of us, but some of us forget on these creative times that we are living in, because you got to be creative and be analytical on some things and really pay attention. Don't get caught up. But the main thing that soothes the soul is laughing. Laughing can soothe the soul. A good belly aching laugh. And we'll say this is part 2, because I did podcasts about laughing can soothe the soul, and I use the same banner, which is Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy. Richard Pryor, rest in peace and in power. And because I love comedy. Some might know that about me, some may not. My son Lord Lamont, he was supposed to speak with me tonight. He couldn't make it over, but got some challenges he's going through. May end up back living with me. I'm not sure. We gonna get together and discuss it, and so I can help put him in a more safer environment, more healthier environment. And he got to take that. Got to take that accountability. Got to do right to get right. Not just gonna come. We got to work toward what we need. Then the wants will come. But I ain't gonna get too deep on this one. I just want to remind my brothers and sisters, family, generals all over the world to just laugh sometimes. Ha, 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 ha. Let it flow. Have a belly aching laugh. Because, as I said, and also, before I keep going, thank those that have been coming in. Current subscriber, new subscriber, anybody that view. And may we held anybody in our families that we held dear that may have transitioned. May they rest in peace and in power. And that could be anyone in the world that was a righteous impact or in our own lives. So, just got to keep their spirits alive. But remember the funny things about those that may have transitioned. We got comedians in our own families. It's wonderful, And again, my son Lord Lamont, I will keep him current. He did text me a lot of stuff, and I had to kind of ponder it and think about it. And we're going to have a real good discussion, a father-son, man-to-man discussion, and really going to have to take the present serious, because one thing we all can agree on, my brothers and sisters, is that the future is going to come. So enjoy it. There is no such thing as a destination, because we enjoy the journey. There is no destination. I don't even like bringing it up. The final destination is what? When we out of here. So let's enjoy ourselves, and let's not cock it up along the way. And there's a lot of evidence right before us. Of course, we have to be somewhat intelligent and know things and be aware and self-aware. All those great things that a lot of our like-minded brothers and sisters are out here. Be thankful for the real, emphasis on real reachers and teachers out here. It's wonderful, and that's in our families too. They're everywhere. But let's look at the funny qualities. Let's look at the humorous brothers, because sometimes I watch, like, if I listen to a speaker, whether it's brother or sister, and you know how you just be listening to someone and they'll say something funny just out of the left and you just crack up. And I love that kind of natural humor. And what leads me into what my son and I was going to do. And salute to my son, Lord Lamont, all my children, my godchildren, my biological children. And I'm going to get to a list that I have that he and I were going to speak on, but we're going to do a part 3 of laughing can soothe the soul. So this will be a part 2. So I ain't forgot about you, my son, Lord Lamont. He'll be here. We're going to get everything together. It's going to be all right. I got him, And just things take time. You got to work things out and communicate, which I will. But yeah, And that's the things we got to pay attention to, not getting caught up in the swirl of the media and or social media. You got to laugh, don't be so deep all the time. And that was kind of a lesson for me. I actually learned that from a great brother, which is on the list that I'm going to speak on. My favorite content creators and one's favorite comedians. Now, if it's a comedian I name that's not on my list, it don't mean I don't like. I try to think of as many as that, because it's a lot of great comedians out there, so I'm on the hunt for a lot of sisters that are comical and humorous. There's a lot of them out there, and just females in general. So, and I'm still looking for some. Might not be many on the list, but I'm on the hunt for some. Maybe if some pop up in my spirit, I bring them up. But like the females, sisters we listen to in Def Comedy Jam back in the day. I can't remember all their names, but we all do a little researching and search up Def Comedy Jam. Look at some of those old videos. Some of the funniest sisters of our history where we're on that show. Very fun. We got some funny sisters out here. Like I said, I got to research them and look them up. I just happen to be listening to brothers, but I like my sisters too, because sisters can be funny. They savvy. They come with a different kind of comedy. But I do have a list of my favorite content creators and comedians, and I love the little YouTube shorts, which is very hilarious, funny. I always find myself cracking up. And my uncle Terry, give a salute to my uncle Terry. A lot of comedians in my family. My uncle Terry always been funny. I've said in the past, I could be mad as I don't know what. My uncle will always make me laugh. And he sent me little funny stuff all the time. He sent me something today, actually. It was freaking hilarious. Had me cracking up. And sometimes we can be thinking about something or going through something, brother or sister, family, younger or older, and see something funny that just make us laugh. And I give an example on a podcast my son and I did, father and son discussion. And we were speaking on hip hop. And I think it was Keep Hip Hop Alive. It was that podcast, that podcast. And check it out. It's right here on my channel. It's just a banner and a thumbnail of, it looks like New York, if I'm not mistaken, but it just shows the water, and then off the water, the light shimmying off the water. And then you can see the buildings. It's kind of like an at night image, and you can see the buildings kind of off in the distance, off the water. I just thought it was a cool banner. So yeah, it's a father and son discussion. It's right here on my banner, and we did 6 episodes, but we just did 2 recently, which was 5 and 6, and one was Keep Hip Hop Alive. No, yeah, one was Keep Hip Hop Alive. Then we had one where we talked about character and what goes up. Yeah. So yeah, it's on my channel, right here on my channel if you want to check it out. So, and we got a lot of other ones on there too. So yeah. But anyway, this is what we supposed to do. And salute again to those of my family that's funny. I got a lot of comedians in my family. My brother funny, my sister funny, my granddad was a comedian, my uncles and my aunties, a lot of my cousins, a lot of comedians, So that's where I could kind of, get my goofy side from. My mom can be funny, as I said, my Uncle Terry, he always goofy and cracking jokes. So we gotta enjoy life and have fun. But yeah. So you'll be hearing from my son, Lord Lamont, and look for more music from my cousin L'Oreal Lyrical. May she rest in peace and in power. She has music that I have yet to upload. I uploaded a couple of songs right here on my channel. Go on, Let the Beat Go and Own Business. Those are the 2 songs. And Stop the Violence we did right here on my channel. L'Oreal Lyrical, rest in peace and in power, which was funny too. She was funny too. But yeah, so I want to get to this list. Favorite content creators. Some content creators I name, they can be funny sometimes, but they're pretty deep brothers too that I name. And some of them are the ones that were in the beginning stages, I would say, of my awakening per se, when I was on my search for knowledge, and how you come into re-educating yourself, all those good things, and this was some years ago, real talk. I'm talking 15, maybe 20 years back. So I'm gonna go into this list and thank those that have been listening. Again, laugh sometimes. We gotta have a sense of humor. That's why I do those little. Another thing I have on my channel, I have 2 characters I like to do. One is Redneck Bill, and why I talk like this, goddamn, and I don't give a goddamn. I'm Redneck Bill, and I goddamn keep it real. It's right here on my channel. I did 3 of them, if I'm not mistaken, and I did 2 Sister, tell the truth. Why I talk like this, Mom? Sister, tell the truth. It's what the fuck we should. That's the voice I use for that. Just little impressions I like to do. A little goofy side of me, We gotta embrace a goofy side of us. As long as it's righteous, though. It's not hurt nobody. That's important. Especially ourselves. Because hurt people hurt people. So we gotta, attach ourselves to things that make us laugh sometimes. Have humor. But again, that's on my channel. Sister Tell the Truth is one character I like to do, and Redneck Bill right here on my channel. It might be a little cursing, whatever, but I call it truth with comedy, or comedy with truth, right here on my channel. So that's a little bit of my goofy side I like to show. But anyway, let's get to this list. And I'm gonna start out with the content creators first, and then the comedians. And then I love all comedians, So if I don't name none, don't mean I don't like you or nothing. So it's just I probably, like I said, it'll have to be, I don't know how many more episodes of this, but this will be part 2, okay? And I got a part 1 with the same thumbnail with Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor on the thumbnail and banner. Salute to Eddie Murphy too, who still look the same after all these years. I hope he can escape all this drama that's going on with some of these other celebs. But I ain't gonna get into that. But first on the list on my favorite content creators is the great Lance Skirv, which can be very funny. I'll be listening to that brother, and salute to his platform and all the brothers and sisters that he's had speak on there, and which can be funny also. And those who ride along with him, salute to them too. And yeah, that brother can be funny, and he should have a slot where he just do impressions, because he's pretty good at impressions. I've heard him do Mike Tyson. I don't know if he did Arnold Schwarzenegger. I heard him do Mike Tyson, and I heard him do Muhammad Ali. He did some pretty good impressions, and maybe sometimes he might do impressions of like individuals he's met throughout the years or something. But yeah, salute to Lance, and we know he keep it real. He bring that truth. Been putting it in for a long time. Got a great body of work, and he a deep brother, but he can be funny brother too. He can be funny. So that's my honor to that brother. That's, again, just don't forget to laugh. And another brother I got on the list is Kareem Bliss, if I said his name right. He's another content creator, and he's a deep brother, and he does a lot for the community. And he has a wonderful family, and something. Oh, he does. He's an advocate. He has sessions where he helps people with domestic violence. I think he does a number of things. He really does a lot for the community, and he know what it is, how hard it can be, and he's a very divine brother, and I love listening to him. And he can be funny also. And his thing he always say that is hilarious, along with Doggy Diamond too. Salute to Doggy Diamond. I like Doggy Diamond, which can be very funny. And very deep brother, very intense brother. And same as Kareem. Kareem Bliss, if I say his name right. Salute to those brothers. But every time Kareem say grippers, I laugh every time. And if you know what grippers mean, it's just funny. He grip a gate. He be it's just funny. But yeah, salute to Kareem and the body of work that he brings to this culture, and he can be funny. So like I said, some of these brothers are deeper than the ocean, but they can be funny too. But if you have listened to them, they're a force to be reckoned with. All right, and actually Lance Skirv is one of the first brothers I met in the beginning of my walk. But I'm gonna go down the list a little bit. The very first, I would say Lance Skirv was one of the first. Okay, then it was, okay, I'm gonna start. The first person I ever really listened to as far as knowledge and listening to lectures and stuff was Professor Griff. So salute to Professor Griff. Well, he can be funny sometimes too, but we know he a deep brother. And he was the first brother that I really started listening to. I have stuff written down right now today from his lectures, and it's from probably 25 years back, that I have stuff that he said that's going on now. So salute to Professor Griff. Was a profound impact in one's life. And I always bring him up. Young Pharaoh. I don't know. I have to research Young Pharaoh. I used to listen to Young Pharaoh, and he was a powerful force to be reckoned with, and he had a lot of energy, and he could be funny, And I hope wherever he's at, I hope he's making it through whatever challenges he may have, So salute to Young Pharaoh, because he did help. I learned a lot from him. And the next one on the list is Dr. Umar, which is, Dr. Umar has very good information. Again, he was one of those in the beginning that I began listening to. And the next one is Brother Kwaku. And I met, I started listening to him. He was actually that's he's like a comrade of Lance Scurv. So that's how I kind of met them two, like almost like at the same time. So Brother Kwaku, great body of work, great brother, very powerful when you're listening to him. Every now and then he'll make you laugh because he has made me laugh. So, and another brother that I like is Trend Genius, which has a great body of work. He does assessments with people. He does, he helped a lot of people. He's a very deep brother, and he be right on point. He be so on point sometimes it'll almost scare you. I mean, he literally lives. He really truly is a genius when it comes to the spiritual walk and being aware of things. And he can be funny, very comedic. He can do voices. I've heard him do impressions. Trend can be very funny when he want to be. So salute to Trend Genius. I haven't listened to him in a while, but I do listen to him when I get a chance because it's a lot of great brothers. So I try to fit everybody into the content creator listening bowl, so to speak. So it's a lot of. All right, so those are some of the brothers that I listen to that I think are very deep, profoundly, and can be funny sometimes because this is what this podcast is about. Man, laughing can soothe the soul when you get a good belly aching laugh, especially when you're going through something. And back to a podcast I meant to say, my son Lord Lamont, we were doing on a hip hop podcast. I was talking about Biz Marquee, and I think it was Keep Hip Hop Alive, if I'm not mistaken. And I spoke on, and I always list artists that I would love to hear collab, and artists I like. Biz Marquee was one of them because I was at work one day and the song came on the radio, and I was literally, this is when you hear me say listen to the signs or pay attention to the signs. I was literally thinking about something. I wasn't down, but just was concerned about something. And Biz Marquee song came on the radio, and it just made me laugh. It was like, wow. See, what he did wasn't for nothing. See, the body's not here. Excuse me for kind of stumbling, but like I always say, the body may be gone, but the spirit lives forever. So his spirit lifted me up. See, he made a difference. You know what I'm saying? Righteous songs that really came from a good heart in an individual that's an artist. That righteous spirit in that song will live forever. So that's why that song touched me. So, and it made me laugh. So that's what I'm saying. Laughing can soothe the soul, and that's a prime example right there. So salute, rest in peace and in power. Biz Marquee, and he was funny. And if you see that song in the beginning of the song, you say he's just a friend. Remember there was Joan. Remember when people used to Joan on each other and all that, and it was just all in fun, and nobody took it personal and turned it into beefs and want to delete each other and all that. That's what I like in the beginning of that song too. She said he just a friend. Remember they were joning in the front of it. Biz Marquee just had fun, and that's what music should be about. Just have fun with it. We talk about the serious stuff, and of course things we have to be aware of, but don't forget to have fun. We gotta ha 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 ha. Just laugh, be silly for no dang on reason. Embrace our goofiness righteously though. All right, I want to name some females that are my favorite content creators. We got Spiritual Baddie. She can be funny. Very she has a beauty that's within and out, so, and I like her. I think she can be funny. Victoria Cooper is a wonderful content creator, and she can be funny sometimes. If I could give her some advice, because she can be deep. That's why I say laugh sometimes, sweetheart. We gotta laugh, real talk. And another one of my favorite content creators is Positively Angela. She's another one that's funny. I love her bubbly person. She has a very bubbly personality, and her laugh alone will make you laugh. So salute, and we need sisters like her and others like her, for our culture, whether younger or older. So salute to Positively Angela. And I listen to her sometimes. I gotta listen to her more. I haven't listened to her in a while, but she has very good message. Check her out. She actually she's a product. Well, I won't say a product, but I come to know her and listen to her from when I listen to Lance Scurv's platform. So, but she has her own platform. So check her out. She gives good messages, and again, she can be funny. And another one of my favorite content creators is Queen Mayat Rogers. I mentioned her before, and that's another sister that I met through Lance Scurv's platform, and she's funny, and she's a good-hearted person, and every now and then she'll visit my channel and she'll comment sometimes. And salute to her and her family. So, and and she's kind of like she's kind of like in my stage. We don't have like a big huge platform. So I always try to honor those who don't have a big a major platform as well as myself. So I always try to look out for the underground. So all my underground out there, brothers and sisters, keep pushing righteously. Keep doing what you do, especially if you got a good heart and you got goals, and you want to give a righteous impact to humanity and or culture. Stay with it. God, man, great divine, always protect those who are righteous, who are seeking righteousness. You seek out righteousness, it will seek you out. And you will get that, you will feel that force of Mother Nature and that great divine. Look at me teaching. I'm supposed to be talking about humor and stuff. But yeah, but those are my content creators, and I want to move over to the comedians that I like to hear. And like I said, I like the YouTube shorts. I like again, we think of those. Look at our families, and like I heard from a great brother, take that good and leave it bad. Think of those in our families that made us laugh throughout the years, or maybe friends of the family, and yeah, just we gotta laugh. Again, laughing can soothe the soul. It really can. It's the best medicine. And be thankful for our righteous comedians out here that just want to make people laugh, and they don't have no agenda or nothing. Be thankful for that, because we need that authenticity. Real talk. Now more than ever. All right, I want to move over to some comedians. I would say they're my favorite, but they're not all. There's many comedians that I like, so I have to be on the search. And again, salute to my female comedians and my sisters that are comedians out there. I gotta research and look up some. I'm not leaving you out. Okay. Now, the first one on the list is John Witherspoon, who we used to call Pops. May he rest in peace and in power. And I was just watching a little clip of him. And the beloved John Witherspoon. Well, we know he can be funny. Shit, off screen, on screen. So salute to him, and again, rest in peace and in power. George Carlin. Now, we know he was funny and deep and spoke a lot of truth. A lot of things that's going on now, he spoke on it. So rest in peace and in power to the great, funny, truthful, man, profound, unapologetic George Carlin. And right under him, I got Cat Williams. And we all know Cat Williams is hilarious and very truthful, and has tiger courage, lion courage. The man, he might not be that tall, but his courage is, I'm telling you, 10 feet tall, real tall, and can be very, very funny. And again, another one that's predicted a lot of things that's going on. So salute to Cat Williams, as we all know, very, very funny. The next one is Bernie Mac. May he rest in peace and in power. And we know Bernie Mac was legendary, very funny. Not too many people that was around his circle at the time he was alive. Ain't gotta say no names. Couldn't mess with Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac was a general of his own. He had his own style. Couldn't be imitated. You couldn't. He was another one of them. He kind of reminded me of like Pimp C and Aaliyah, right along that. As I said, may he rest in peace and in power. It just had this light that nobody could fuck with. So real talk. And we know Bernie Mac was hilarious, just naturally. You just had that natural ability, because that was his gift. That's what that great divine called him to do. That's comedy was him. He was comedy, real talk. So salute to Bernie Mac, rest in peace and in power. And another brother that I see that's a great content creator that I see on YouTube a lot. It can be very funny. He speak a little truth, but I love the way he explains things that he sees in the media and stuff. And forgive me if I don't say his name right. Scholar King. I can never. And I remember I used to say Scholar. It's not Scholar. It's Scholar. It's Shuler. King. He's very funny. I love his spirit. Can be very funny. And the first time I saw him was on the platform of Desi Banks, who is another hilarious brother. He put me in the mind of Chris Tucker. He had a younger Chris Tucker. He reminded me of a younger Chris Tucker. Very, very funny. He very funny. Him and Scholar King did a family banks dinner or something. Man, freaking hilarious. It was hilarious. So that's how I came across the Schuller King dude. Excuse me, forgive me if I'm not saying this right. I hate messing people's name up, but I just spell it out: Shuler. I don't know why feel like I can't say that right. Schuller King. Forgive me if I'm not saying that right, but whoever listening know who I'm talking about. And Desi Banks, those two together, freaking hilarious. Yeah, and the next one is I like young DC Fly. I like young DC Fly. Very funny. What's the other two brothers that's 85 South? They funny too. God dang it, I hate when I forget people's names. I should have researched them and wrote them down. Chico Bean. I like Chico Bean. Very funny. Can be a deep brother too. And the other brother, one more brother. God, I gotta remember his name. The other brother that's on 85 South that be with him. So you got Young DC Fly, Carlos. Is it Los? I think it's Carlos. Think it's Carlos. I'm just gonna call him Los. Think that's his name. It's him, Chico Bean, Young DC Fly. They're very funny brothers. You know. So yeah, just a few comedians off the top of my head that I could think of, but there's many. Again, brothers and sisters. And the last one is Dave Chappelle. It's very funny. And my favorite story by Dave. No, that's not the last one. Excuse me, that's not the last one. I got two more other. No, I got way more than that. Yeah, that's not the last one. Excuse me. Dave Chappelle. I was watching my favorite skit by him is when he talked about when his kid got a new dog. That's a funny one to me. It's very funny. I forgot what he said the name of the dog was. I think Chappelle's a great storyteller. And but you have to go listen to it, look it up. It's the one where he talked about the kid brought one of his kids or both of his kids brought a dog home from the place where you go pick up dogs, and Chappelle's like, ew, he might have issues. You had to go see it. It's funny. But yeah, you have to look it up, search it up. It's funny though. And we all know that Chappelle can be very funny. All right, we're gonna move over to some other comedians I have. We got Godfrey, which is a very good impressionist. And one of my favorite impressions by Godfrey is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh my God. I wish I would have had I wish I could play the clip, but he did this. I seen a video, a YouTube short of him doing Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he said Arnold Schwarzenegger just go, and it's just funny. And he said every movie should be one, two, three. I can't do it, but that's what he sounded like. It was funny. He said, "Oh, I freaking love Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. All of them. I love all of them. His movie should be one, two, three." I can't do it, but you have to hear him. Look it up. We all know Godfrey is freaking hilarious. Great impressionist. I listen to him all the time. Like I say, like when I gotta work, that's what I do. I come home to wind down. I listen to comedians. Sometimes my speakers, content creators, or I listen to comedians. So, all right, and salute to Godfrey. And the next one is David A. Arnold, which is freaking hilarious. Now, I want to say he's mainstream, but he's one of those kind of brothers. He probably, he do his thing, but he don't, he true to himself. He very funny. And I love when he talks about his kids. Very funny. You had to search him up on YouTube. David A. Arnold. Very funny. And the next one is Eddie Griffin. We already know Eddie Griffin is funny. And one of my, we all know he a truth sayer too. And one of my favorite sayings by Eddie Griffin, as I say sometimes, truth like rain. Don't give a fuck who will fall on. That's one of my favorite sayings by Eddie Griffin. But salute to Eddie Griffin, to the laughter, the truth, and the righteous impact with what he brought to humanity and our culture. So salute to Eddie Griffin. Next one is the show Fred Sanford. Fred Sanford. Yeah, that's the name. Red Fox, but Fred Sanford. Yeah, I like the show. I still watch it. I watch it every now and then. And he was funny on there, man. Dude was hilarious. He's hilarious in his stand-up too. May he rest in peace and in power. So, salute to, I can't remember his name, the brother that played Lamont, which is a very deep brother. I heard him speak. But salute to those brothers. They were very funny on that show. And the next one was Jim Carrey. Sometimes I watch Jim Carrey's older stand-ups. Jim Carrey was a beast when he was younger. And his old man, woo! Go back and listen to some of Jim Carrey's older comedy, which is another good impressionist. And My favorite one is Clint Eastwood. I love when he do Clint Eastwood. So salute to Jim Carrey. Is Jim Carrey kind of beloved by everybody. Very funny, crazy. We already know Jim Carrey just, man, especially when he was in his prime. Man, very funny and wild. All right, the next one is David Allen Greer. I love David Allen Greer's character. I love his comedy, and I love how he can change his voice, and he's versatile, you know. So salute to David Allen Greer. Next one is Kid and Play. I think Kid and Play were funny. You know, when you think of House Party and those shows they made, and Class Act and some of them, they were very fun. They can be very funny, very comedic, comedic brothers. So salute to those brothers. I thought they were funny, and I grew up on Kid and Play. Real talk. That's when hip hop used to be fun. So you look at some of those old videos. Doing the last time like this, y'all, like that, y'all. Feel the groove, man. They used to jam. You watch some of those videos, man. They used to jam. Real talk. Salute to Kid and Play for bringing fun, fun and joy to hip hop. Real talk, and they were funny. All right, so salute to them brothers. And I got Damon Wayans. I like Damon Wayans stand-ups. I like a lot of his, older stand-ups he used to do. Salute to Damon Wayans. I always thought it was funny. And the next one on the list is Ali Sadiq, which is the best storyteller. Man, great storyteller, very funny. He always have you on the edge of your seat. You just ready for what he gonna say. And I like the comedy special he did about lessons, which was a tearjerker, and it was very impactful because he can be funny and he's very impactful too, and he lets you inside of his personal life. So salute to Ali Sadiq for sharing his challenges in life with us and making us laugh and kind of shed a tear at the same time. So thank you, Ali Sadiq, for what you bring to humanity and or culture. Now we down to the last one on the list, and Lavelle Crawford, which I was listening to him last night. It's very funny, and I honor Lavelle Crawford because he fought a lot of challenges. He went through the weight thing, and he lost weight, and he maintained, and he's still standing firm today. I salute him for that. Strong brother, you know what I'm saying? Strong brother. Let nothing stop him. He always keep his sense of humor. He keep it real too, though. That's another thing I like about. And most of these comedians that I read, a lot of them, they ain't gonna take no shit either at the same time. But it's not about being tough. It's just, you got integrity. You're not gonna, take no shit. But, but that's what I like about Lavelle Crawford. He's funny and stuff, and you can try to come at him. He one of them brothers. You can try to talk about his weight all day long. He'll come at you with something and cut you so deep. He another one of those brothers. He good at joning. We all black people. We used to say joning. He good at joning, so you can try to get him with the fat jokes all you want. He'll come at you, say something, and cut you so deep. I've heard him like off stage, like joning with somebody, just natural, where they ain't scripted. And I didn't see him cut some people down, so he good at what they call it, snaps or whatever. So he good at that. So salute, cause it's in him. Sometimes when you got it, you got it. You know what I mean? So salute to all those brothers and sisters. And I forgot Sinbad. My bad, Sinbad. And salute to Sinbad. I know I think he had what did he say? He had a mild stroke. I think he had a stroke. He's still doing good. So salute to Sinbad and his family, and I hope he's doing okay and making it through. And I did see a video where he talked about, because he did make a joke about having a stroke and stuff, but he talked about it and even still had a sense of humor. And I've always liked Sinbad, and I thought it was funny, especially when he started getting, like, when he got up a little older, a little age, a little more wise. You can tell the changes Sinbad had went through because his comedy changed. Like, not that he hasn't been real, but you can tell when a brother or a sister has become more real. You know what I'm saying? You can see it in their comedy. Still funny, but real. So those were some brothers and sisters that I wanted to read off as far as my content creators. And the next one, I have to research some sisters, but salute to my sisters that are comedians out there and or females. So again, brothers and sisters, I tried not to make this a deep thing, but again, we just gotta know that laughing can soothe the soul. I love rhyming. But yeah, so don't forget to laugh, my brothers and sisters. And salute to those brothers and sisters I read, whether comedians and or content creators. And I'll that'll probably be it. And thank those for coming in to another EBX discussion. EBX fun discussion. It's something fun to talk about, laughing and have a sense of humor. And hope I didn't mess up that impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger too bad. But like I said, Godfrey, man, when I was cracking up, I kept on watching it over and over. Man, when he said, one, two, three, oh my God, I was cracking up. But yeah, I love laughing too, so that's why I'm speaking on this. And again, salute to my son, Lord Lamont. Hope he's, make it through it. Like again, you'll be hearing with my brothers and sisters that listen, current subscriber, new subscriber. You'll be hearing from my son and my other son and other children in the days to come, So I'm just gonna stay with it and keep looking for the music from myself, Lord Lamont, L'Oreal Lyrical. May she rest in peace and in power. Cause I got more music to look up for my cuz, and I look for more father and son discussions. And sometimes I'll be speaking on some deep things. I'll be teaching, as I always say, suggest, teach, and give advice. And as I said, as I always like to say, brothers and sisters all over the world, family, may you please keep that ultimate peace in your part of the world, wherever you are, right now. And as I said, remember, laughing can soothe the soul. So don't forget to laugh sometimes. Don't let this media and the things of the world, person, place, or thing, keep us away from something as simple as just laughing. Real talk. So that's my message today. Just have a sense of humor and don't forget to laugh. Real talk. One love. My children, my family, brothers and sisters all over the world. Again, please do whatever it takes to keep that peace. Man, and don't forget to laugh. Salute.